Good evening. Howdy partnerinos. Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Now for Herbalist 5, which we will kick off with, we need to craft, I think, 9 things with Indian tobacco. We have a great deal of Indian tobacco. We can craft some potent snake oil, which you don't even need a pamphlet for, so we'll smash this out. And finally, Herbalist 5 completed. I can't quite remember what Herbalist 6 is. Pick 15 different species of herb. Joyful. Well, we won't do that now. Well, we're on a roll. It's less than 5 minutes into the game. Let's make a start on Gambler 6. Now we have to beat the Blackjack dealers at, I think, 2 locations. So we're headed to Rhodes first. Now I don't particularly want to be sat at a Blackjack table for longer than I need to. Especially on a stream.
We're to be respected, damn you!
Oh, I'm fisticuffs in the first 10 minutes. Get him! I don't ride off, I'm saving you.
You ain't nothing!
Who's talking now, huh? Should have stayed out of my way.
Should have done. As I was saying, I don't particularly want to sit at a blackjack table for more than I need to, especially when I'm streaming. However, we're on a bit of a roll as we started with Herbalist.
Bets are now closed. Hello, thank you for mind your business, I'll mind mine.
Still very early on in the game.
Put in your bets. Okay.
And this is Gambler 6.
No more bets?
At Gambler 8, we are at blackjack tables for quite a long time.
You gotta be kidding me. Guess I better go. Thank you for playing.
Of which I will not stream.
Welcome to
That would be depressing. I would need to talk straight for 3 hours.
Let's see your bets. Okay.
So this challenge, we simply need to beat the dealer
That's 12.
in each location, which I think is just 2. Yes.
This is it.
Forgive me. Farewell and thank you.
We are rolling. Gambler 8, you have to bust the dealer with 5 or more cards. So you have to keep hitting. Nigel, how's it going? So Gambler 8 takes forever. I think I would like to record it, because what I've done in the past is I've had a timer on my phone, and every time I join the table, I've hit the timer, and you can join the table on average once every 30-40 seconds. Just check where we're going, actually. Van Horn. However, last time I did Gambler 8, it was, I think, I joined the table 150 times. 150 times at least, call it 45 seconds, is 3,750 seconds, which is, yeah, so about 2 hours. It was unpleasant. Where's Blackjack in this town? Oh, we might have to meet Bertram first.
Get the hell out of my way.
Which is fine. The people in Van Horn are incredibly volatile.
Come on, Bertram, please.
No. Bertram, say no.
Come on,
You know what the term
Bertram.
means, Bertram?
No.
It means hurting Miss Marjorie. My little tiny magician has gone and stabbed his mama in the back. Oh, fuckity. No, Bertram! 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 Woof, woof! Bertram! Put the nice man down! Do something! You'll eat him!
Easy there. Easy there.
He's got a Woody shirt on.
Easy, big guy. Strong, all right.
Come on, Bertram.
Mean man.
Yeah, sorry. But you're being a pain. I know you like sherry, but...
Ouchie. No fair.
Oh, I should ask. Is there a snake in your boots?
Come here, Bertram.
You should keep that thing in a cage.
Rude.
About who you're serving. Give me a beer, will you?
I'm sorry. You gave me a whoopsie.
Hey, you just stay away from that sherry now, you hear?
If you see that slippery little fella sleeping rough out there, would you just make a little racket and then we'll come along and we'll find you?
I could try.
Oh, his name is Magnifico. You'll know him when you see him. Come along, Bertram.
My goodness. Blackjack time. Ooh. Let's get this out of the way. Ooh, that's a bad hand.
17.
Oh, I'm going to have to stand on 17.
15.
Oh,
That's 21.
Annoying.
dealer one.
Okay.
What an awful hand. I believe, and it would make sense for the game to punish you
11.
when you're in the middle of trying to achieve something.
Stand.
10. 16. Time number 17.
Yay, he says, complaining, but
Let's turn this.
Gambler 6 done.
All right.
In
That's it.
20 minutes.
Thanks for playing.
20 minutes for starting. We've done Herbalist 5. We've done Gambler 6. And we've met Bertram. Perhaps we end now. What's the point of continuing? Ooh, seeing as how we're here, Gambler 7 is to beat one opponent at 5-finger fillet in various locations. One of these being Van Horn.
Hello, mister.
All right, stranger.
Okay, we need concentration now, people.
All right, here we go.
This particular one isn't too bad. It's just 2 buttons. And because I was speaking, I failed. I'm not speaking on this one. There we go. Back to the one that I failed at. Right, let's go.
That knife is giving me ideas.
Winner!
This sorry old game ain't no fun.
Gambler 7 started. Can I get out of Van Horn without starting a fight?
Hello, gentlemen.
Keep to your damn self.
Okay. The next thing that I had on my list of things that I wanted to do in this session was to go and do a bounty. We need to do bounties
Out of the way.
as part of the 100% run. Not entirely sure how many we need to do. Back in Valentine. I do quite like the bounty missions. They are good fun. But it depends what side you're playing. If you're being good, it
look
feels
here.
good
Maybe
to be a
this
bit of
is
a
all right.
vigilante.
Why don't you have a look at that poster on the wall over there?
He's a low-down huckster. He's been poisoning folks with his miracle cure from here to Annesburg.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, good luck to you.
And we need him alive. That's an important point.
I got it.
Right, let's go get this sucker. Ooh! No, no, no. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No.
Son of a whore.
Sorry. Sorry. Bye. Oops.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Had an issue with an incorrect press. Or a press of an incorrect button, I should say. What's the name of the dude I'm going after? Benedict Allbright. Do need to keep my eye out for 3-star rabbit. The Master Hunter 1 or 2. Now is not the time, so we're here.
What we got here?
Oh, is it Benedict Allbatch?
Are you Benedict Allbright? Game's over, mister. Put your hands up. Taking you in.
Taking me in? What for? I have to insist that this is a mistake.
Don't be a fool.
Hold on. I'm slipping.
Come on,
No, wait.
Benedict Cumberbund. You're a hefty man.
Oh, you saved me.
Please.
I'll take my chance. Come here. Bye, friend.
What a moron. Now, I don't necessarily have to watch all of these. I've watched them before. Perhaps as an audience member, you don't want to watch them. In
I gotta cross.
the edited videos,
Swim to the edge.
I cut them down.
Grab onto something.
But
All right, try.
I'm quite eager to make sure that there's quite a bit of Arthur in here, because he is my favourite character, possibly from anything ever.
Don't you dare jump.
And I'd like to think I'll be in a nursing home at some point.
Come here.
Can't wipe my own arse. But I can watch YouTube videos of when I was youthful and with Arthur. Don't run away!
Let me go.
Nothing to see here.
I'm only in it for the money. That's even worse. I'm sure it does seem that way.
I'm not gonna loot him though. That feels like a low on a playthrough style thing to do. I've never done a low on a playthrough. I don't think I want to either.
Oh, my lord. I wasn't expecting you back
Oh.
so soon. Mrs. Calthorpe was just leaving.
Was Mrs. Calthorpe describing a special area? Well, we are doing well for time. My goodness, we've done loads. So now I think we need to get on with some of the more administrative 100% activities. We will go and hunt the legendary White Bison, which is up here at Lake Isabella, I believe. About here. A bit of a long ride. I don't think there's a better way up there, is there? Will be a no. In honor of streaming Red Dead Redemption 2, and to honor John Marston a little bit, I got myself this swanky denim jacket. However, it ain't half uncomfortable. Jesus wept. I'm not even sure it's like a pair of shoes either way. You get used to it. It's I don't know whether it could perhaps be because I've been sat in this chair. Ooh. Sat in this chair for a long time. So before this video, I'm going the wrong way. I need to pay attention more. Before this video, I started a series which will affectionately be known, I guess, as the painful grind or the tedious grind, where I'm recording but not streaming the very tedious things that take a great deal of time. So I spent 2.5 hours before this session doing stuff. It's why we progressed Gambler so quickly, because I finished the previous Gambler on the previous video. I now have an upgraded satchel. I've got the ingredient satchel, which means that instead of 10 of each ingredient, i.e. herbs, I can now carry, I think, 15 of each, which makes a big difference for one of the next Herbalist missions. Does North America say herbalist? They say herbs. I shall ask my significant other. Here we are, at the bottom of Lake Isabella. I found a legendary fish location. That is not what I'm here for. For the bison. Right. Legendary animal territory. Looking for a little white question mark. There we go. Oh. Oh. Is it shit? Oh yeah.
Ain't close.
Now annoyingly, whilst we're here, we might see the elusive White Arabian, which might be nice as a horse to have.
Gotta be close.
It's usually in the distance around here. There. There, look. It's the damn White Arabian. Yeah, let's try and get the...
Okay, easy.
Let's
Hi, girl.
do 2 in 1.
You're all right.
The sound of the legendary White Bison perishing in the background.
Easy now.
I assume I'll just lose honor if the White Bison dies without me killing it.
That's it. You're okay.
Come on.
Whoa.
Alright. Broken the horse. Sorry, White Bison. Sorry. Ooh. Well, he's deaded now. Oh, that's annoying. I was right by it. We've got the White Arabian as well. So let's get the other one here. Let's move our saddle over to it. Probably get the hell out of here because it's a bit nippy. Sorry, horse. You're being replaced.
Get this off, girl.
I need a name for my new glorious White Arabian.
Come on, girl. Yep.
Let's take our horses home. We'll have a ride for a bit. Just to try and break El Horsey in. I mean, the first name that comes to my head for her is Sticky Maple. That'll be appropriate. Oh, she's a fast horse. Whoa. We need to get down out of the snow and have a little rest. It's all very exciting. Ride like the wind, bullseye. I think the reason I'm so pleased about doing so many things within the last 51 minutes, I say so many things. We've done Herbalist 5, Gambler 6. We've done a bounty. We've got the legendary Bison. And we have the White Arabian. It's because in the painful grind session that I just did, I spent the same amount of time playing dominoes to get past Gambler 5. And that's the beauty and frustration of this game, of which there are countless more frustrations to come. I like the White Arabian, as in it looks very pretty. However, very small horse. On previous playthroughs, I have ridiculed, and the internet indeed ridicules Dutch for how small his horse is. And the internet seems to glorify the White Arabian as, oh, it's the best horse in the game. Yes, it is very fast, but ultimately, even the slowest horse isn't that slow. Just riding the White Arabian makes you feel like you're going quickly, when in reality, there isn't much difference. But with the abundance of time that we find ourselves with, we should probably do a campaign mission, and that will be one of the more enjoyable campaign missions, called A Quiet Time.
Hey, partner. That's fine.
Thank you. It is a fine hog. I assume he said hog. Let's have a snooze out of the snow. Get some health back. To Valentine. Wow, my other horse has come a long way. I quite like it now. It's a lot prettier than the White Arabian. Anyway, howdy partner. She's a good girl.
You're all right, girl.
But the new horse, she needs a name.
A good girl.
Sticky Maple, maybe? I think we're probably gonna go with Sticky Maple. Oh, I've come to the wrong place. I've come to the entirely wrong place for this mission. Anyway, where we actually need to be to start this next mission is Horseshoe Overlook. You end up in Valentine, which is why I was confused. I perhaps need to actually play the game and not play the game in my head.
Arthur, dumbass.
Always feels weird Arthur calling Charles a dumbass when you come in, for reasons that will become apparent later.
Hello, sir.
Hard, girl.
Look how filthy the horse is already.
Dutch? Miss O'Shea.
Dutch.
They got Micah. Dutch. Arthur.
What's going on?
They got Micah. He's been arrested for murder. He was in Strawberry.
It's
and-
okay, son. Breathe. Okay. You take that kid into town. Valentine, not Strawberry. Get him drunk. And Arthur, no crazy business.
I've given that up.
And you get Micah out of that jail.
Whilst Dutch has tasked Arthur with breaking Micah out of jail, we won't be doing that for a while. Come on, Lenoid.
What did you ride off for?
I didn't.
So, you were saying?
I just have a mighty fast horse.
But I got away, just about.
You're all right now. We'll take care of it.
Just one or two, right, Arthur?
Of course, just a drink. No big drama. Oh, that's great, partner. Lenny,
Few
where
bits
are
that stick in my mind on this mission. Aside from the obvious, there's a scene where Arthur's just jumping like a child.
Hello, Arthur.
Here he is.
Why ain't you never married?
you? Lord help me.
There.
That's the thing, you see. Lenny? Lenny!
Lenny!
Are you here, Lenny?
Uh-oh. Let's get involved.
Kill it all, you goddamn animals. Who do you think you're talking to?
You goddamn animal.
Talking to nobody.
What did you say?
What?
I said, what did you say?
Get lost, buddy.
Shut up, mister. Yeah, shut your mouth, mister.
Oh no. I'm certainly going to have to switch the camera off for a bit in a moment.
Lenny!
Oh, this is weird.
Damn it, Lenny. Stop slumping off on me.
Do I look like a Lenny to you?
My goodness.
Found you, Lenny.
How many of you have?
So let me just swap things around. Can't show that on Twitch, I assume. Certainly can't show it on YouTube. I don't think. I'm not going to. Google it. It's Lenny having a good time. Lenny.
There you are, Lenny.
Lenny, go away, you drunk.
Do I need to do it for this room? No, I think there's only one. It's fine.
Lenny, my boy.
You mean Jenny? She left with a John an hour ago.
She looks like someone from GTA 5. Oh,
Arthur, what are you doing? You're a good friend to me, Arthur. Cheers. Cheers. Now you again.
I'm not going to drown it because this is a high honor playthrough. And for my own conscience and sanity, yes, I will shoot towns up as part of story missions. Uh-oh. Gotta run. Gotta run. You will never take me alive. We're going right. I'm going. Ooh. And that is A Quiet Time. One of the most iconic missions of Red Dead Redemption 2.
You moron. Not again.
Whoa. Oh, goodness. So, where am I? Oh, it turns out I'm miles away from my horse. Fortunately, the same thing happened to me. I'm not going to be able to get up here, am I? No. Try that again. No. Someone remind me what the definition of insanity is. Okay. Oh, goodness. This happened in a slightly different way during the 2.5 hours I did before this session. And at Horseshoe Overlook, I had to buy the... oh, come on. The sort of stables, the temporary stable type things. But they allow you to recall your horse. And then we can continue with the next bit, which will be Gambler 7. 5-finger fillet. That'd be a nice way to round everything off, I think.
Who is that? Arthur. You can tell me later.
Here we are. Many horses, but none of them mine. Here she is. Goodness, you could do with a brush. Now we actually do need to head to Strawberry for the next Gambler 7 part. I will say, as a side note, I may have brought this up previously. When you're streaming, there are countless things to keep an eye on. And I'm not entirely sure how other people do it. I assume they just have help. Not least for example, the Twitch chat, which fortunately for me, because I don't really have very many followers, is quite quiet, which is quite good. However, I also have to keep an eye on the software streaming it, and the software's not just recording all of this, which is the stream. This is going to Twitch at the current moment in time. It's also recording my camera. I have talked about this before because I remember doing that. And it's recording the screen so that I can then splice them together in a separate way later. I wasn't paying attention. What were the... There we are. Not finished yet. And occasionally the software bulks out, so I could be streaming and doing all of this and chatting and it not recording, which is then a problem when I want to edit it to put on YouTube. So there are some really ropey edits on YouTube of what is effectively the stream because I didn't have the two individual videos. And amongst all of that, I have to talk and feel like I'd be entertaining. Otherwise, what's the point?
Very good, are you?
Think I'll call it while I got my digits.
Cool. Gambler 7 in Strawberry complete.
Good to have.
Complete.
Count me in.
Okay.
Well, the next one's in Valentine. It's annoying because I just came from there and I was very smart at the start of Gambler 7 because I didn't leave Van Horn without actually doing it. Perhaps I should read instructions. And, as I said before, play the game, not play the game in my mind. These are the pitfalls of playing a game that you know intimately because you think you know better. Just being good at a game doesn't mean you have the correct opinion of how to play it. Stitch that saying into any area of life and you will be better for it. I know I'm a hypocrite because I'm not demonstrating that. 5-finger fillet in the saloon. Is this our last one? Oh, I hope he's there. Oh, there's nobody here. I feel like I need somebody to play against for this to progress. A poochie! Always pat the poochie.
Okay there?
Hey.
We even get honor for praising poochies.
That's the world I'm used to.
The blue tick coonhound.
Howdy.
He's delightful. Look at his waggy tail.
God damn it.
What's a dude there? Just turned up.
Okay then, I'm game.
Complete the laps in the quickest time. It's despicable how easy Gambler 7 is. And then you go on to Gambler 8, which will consume at least 2 hours of your life. But it'd be nice to get Gambler 8 done in Chapter 2. That'd be magnificent.
I'm taking what's left of my fingers.
Gambler 7 complete. There you go, Gambler 8. Win 3 hands of blackjack with 3 hits or more.
No problem. Lester, practice.
Can't believe I'm about to do it for a second time. I've done the campaign, I think, 6 times. This is my 7th.
Thanks for your assistance.
What exactly is the matter with you?
But Gambler 8, I've only ever done
Some
once.
folks is just crazy.
Let's go, girl.
You folks have a delightful day.